Hello and welcome to another update video about GALA. GALA is still moving to the upside, but short term sees a bit of selling pressure. What I'm going to do to tidy the chart up a bit, I have to take out some of these, or at least I'm going to hide them, some of these support areas, because they always start to, even though some of them are still relevant, they do get a bit in the way at times. So we still have the option here that we moved up off the 10th of March low in a wave 1. Then we had this ABC structure flat correction, and that we're now in a third wave. The problem is this latest structure here and the strong sell-off. First, so this is not a new 1-2 setup anymore. I mean, unless it turns around now, that was the idea. That we have here possibly, and I didn't label it like that, but the idea was in a very bullish interpretation, we could say we have an expanding diagonal. I never trust expanding diagonals, so we never expect them to hold necessarily, but they are an option and we want to highlight them when we see them. But it would indicate that this could have been a wave 1, wave 2 down. Still possible, we're holding support here, but it would now need to rally in a third wave. There should be a fourth and a fifth to complete a higher degree. Third wave here highlighted in yellow, but you don't want it to break below the 78.6 retracement. Now you've seen this now, this structure. I did explain it, I think, in the last video. I gave you that sort of support or target area, but now it needs to hold it, and I think it's gonna get challenging for GALA to hold it. But as long as it's holding it, it's holding it, okay? You also start to see on the lower time frame here something that you could call a descending wedge, and it's heading into the apex here with reducing volatility and volume. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's breaking to the upside and we could get a third wave rally. This is possible at this stage. Is it high confidence? Not necessarily, but I want to show you that option because this is decent reward to risk from here. But if a sustained break below 4.12 cents will lead to a different interpretation. What would be the different interpretation? Well, it would mean that this wave 2 is going to be reset based on this alternate count. And it would indicate that, so in the alternate count, we could just come down a little bit lower because this wave 2 that currently I've labeled as being complete on the 27th of March, this would just simply be reset in a way that we say the move down here was actually not a wave 2, it was an ABC structure, yes, but actually only as the larger A wave. Then because the move here looks so corrective, it was a B wave with not a leading diagonal in wave 1, but an ending diagonal in an ABC structure of B. And we're now heading down in a C wave. That could come down a little bit lower then. It could come down a little bit lower. And what would be a typical target for a C wave? So if we say A, B, C, support area. So obviously this one would not be relevant anymore. Actually, I would have to, there's two ways of doing this. I would have to use the previous support area we actually had on the chart. And it could go down all the way to 3.3 cents. I'm not going to put it on the chart now because it would just, just mess it up again. But we would then have another support area between 3.77 and 3.34. Only I think below that, things are going to get a bit difficult for GALA, okay? Until then, this would still be an alternative bullish wave count. You can also use the Fibonacci extension tool to take the length of the A wave. We go to the high of the B wave in the alternate count. And then we've got a key target, the 1.618 Fib extension at 3.5 cents. Okay, so either we turn around now and can go with the current count, which is very bullish, a 1-2-1-2-1-2 setup, but I'm skeptical about it, but it's still a reasonable setup. But just note that I don't trust expanding diagonals, so I wouldn't be surprised if it breaks. And then if we break below that, there's the alternative bullish count where the 3.3 cent level will be relevant support. As long as that's holding, we can then go with the alternate count, and the key target for the C wave then to complete the alternate wave 2 would be 3.5 cents. That doesn't mean it has to do it, but it means it's a level to watch. All right, that's my update about GALA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.